What a lot of people don't remember is how Assassin's Creed revolutionized gaming with its climbing mechanics. When it came out, most of the successful games at the time were either first-person shooters, guiding the player through various lifeless combat zones, or 3D platformers, with a more simplified control scheme that was designed for ease of use. That way, players could tackle their obstacle courses without getting too frustrated with the damn controller. Assassin's Creed initially opted for a more complicated control scheme, where different buttons correlated with different body parts. Players could be afforded greater control over their character. I think that the original devs understood well the need for a player to have reliable controls over the actions that they wanted to perform in the game, because any misinterpretation could result in the player being taken away from their immersion and again getting Angie mode at the controller. While not quite perfect, the original climbing mechanisms were very robust and worked on two levels. First of all, the player needed an intuitive system of commands for reliable navigation, and secondly, the environments team needed to meticulously place cracks and outcrops over the many climbable structures in the game to function like footholds. Like a real-life rock wall, this turned whole cities into adult jungle gyms where navigation could become a definitive feature of the gameplay. This has always been the strongest selling point to these games, the fun part. Switching between high and low profile lets a player adjust on the fly how they want to interact with their environment, and the way that you move is important. For example, I could either try to walk straight through this busy crowd of people, disturbing everyone in the process and ruining their days, or just gently push past them, keeping myself hidden and avoiding a commotion. In the context of an assassin hunting down the bad guys, this synergizes very well, offering a completely unique experience and fulfilling a niche in the industry. The technology behind 3D environment games at the time was still pretty basic, and not every company was capable of outputting cutting-edge masterpieces like Super Mario Galaxy. Assassin's Creed was a great start that future games could build upon. So what went wrong? Well, I believe you can trace it all the way back to one clear point. My favourite installment to the franchise, Assassin's Creed 2, improved by further refining the climbing mechanics, having a more expressive narrative, and utilising real-world historical locations for its environments. All the way through to Brotherhood, you can clearly trace the underlying DNA of Assassin's Creed carrying on. Promising ideas were pushed forward, like for example, upgrading the Villa Auditore in Monteregione being applied across the entirety of Rome, contextually helping Ezio overthrow the Borgia. Ubisoft evolved and adapted their ideas, building up a loyal audience over time who became familiar with their style of gameplay and characters, until this exact moment. As a kid, this confused the fuck out of me, but as an adult, I now understand it perfectly. The voice actress for Lucy, Kristen Bell, requested more royalties for her appearance within these games. She was only contracted for 3 of them, with Brotherhood being her 3rd, and so I can guess that when renegotiating her terms, she anticipated the growing successes of the franchise and asked for more money. Ubisoft had positioned Assassin's Creed now as a yearly IP, selling publishing rights to the likes of Sony and Microsoft for distributing their future games. So either way, they were locked in, and their cash cow was guaranteed. While games developers are typically genuine and sincere people striving to deliver the best quality of product, I view the business heads as greedy and conniving.
Yar, matey.
They cut costs wherever possible and impose unrealistic deadlines to secure their own financial interests. In this instance, they made up some weird voodoo shit to kill off their underappreciated vocal talent and further crap down upon the FMC's legacy by distorting her character arc, changing her to be some weird triple agent, a Templar turned assassin turned Templar, which is far too convoluted for it to have been planned out and is completely contradicted by all of Lucy's words and actions throughout the previous games. As some of you may know, I don't pander to social justice, but I'm surprised that this has remained largely uncriticised, and for me, it demonstrates clearly what Ubisoft tends to prioritise. So they continued on damage control, and developed Revelations from the bones of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, giving themselves time to change their original plans for the franchise. That's why Desmond does sweet fuck all this whole game. That's why the Revelations campaign was the shortest. That's why they recycled assets from the original Assassin's Creed game, selling you something old as if it was new. This is when Assassin's Creed would begin its fall from grace, and also Ubisoft's newly defining feature of abandoning the promising aspects of previous games to pursue the successes of others. They started playing things safe. Every game now is just a marketing ploy. They thought it was the historical context which made the games popular, so they jumped across the timeline. Wait, the bulk of our audience are American, right? Let's jump there. American Civil War. New guy, new place. We want the biggest audience. Make the controls easy. One button, more people can play. People like pirates, right? Fuck it. Shoot them up. Big cannon, more violence, less story. Where else can we go? Europe, French Revolution, Industrial Revolution, London, go there, yeah. That was until the reviews came back and Syndicate was poorly received. Wait, The Witcher 3 is popular? Fuck it, make an RPG. We want money. And now, the games are completely unrecognizable from the unique experiences that they used to be. It's transformed from an industry-leading IP to an industry-catering one. Assassin's Creed no longer pushes the boundaries of gaming. Instead, they borrow ideas from other successful products while clinging to their glory days. And with Shadows just around the corner, I predict that they'll continue disappointing die-hard fans of the franchise.